Mighty number 9. More like mighty number 6.9. More like mighty number 2. More like mighty number 0. More like mighty number -9. More like mighty disappointment. More like mighty piece of shit. How could this happen? Fucking scam artist. And no, it's not better than nothing. A survey was made by the Society of Fuck You, in which nothing beat out the springy blue dildo you called Beck. Okay. I should probably not vent my extreme frustration without a reason. It's not even the worst game I've ever played because, Jesus, just thinking about some of those makes me want to use the book to end it all. This game has some great, history with the internet. So we might as well start from the middle. At this point, Mr. Better Than Nothing Keiji Inafune fully took over the Mega Man franchise, after Akira Kitamura pioneered Capcom's winning jump and shoot formula to create a metric fuck ton of games for Capcom, spanning a ton of side series that deviated from just the jump and shooting. Sadly, all good things must come to an end. Eventually, Inafune and Capcom started falling apart, to later cause Inafune to leave the company in 2010. This little event made Capcom a little salty, causing them to cancel a lot of games. This included Maverick Hunter, which met its demise in late 2010, Mega Man Universe in 2011, Rockman Online in 2012, and Mega Man Legends 3. Ever since, Mega Man hasn't been in the side of a building asking for pennies while Capcom takes a lifeless copy of his body, swinging it around to make others believe that he's slightly still alive. So, come 2013, in August, Keiji Inafune, with the help of a little company called Inti Creates, went to Kickstarter to make a new game called Mighty Number 9. Asking for a sum of $900,000, the promise was to revitalize the Mega Man-like gameplay that we have been craving. This time with a new character named Beck and his sidekick Call. Yeah, Beck and Call. Whose design was chosen by the fans. The concept screenshot looked really good, like downright amazing. And while we knew it wasn't going to look exactly like that, we had high hopes for a 2D art style similar to Shantae Half Genie Hero, which coincidentally was having its own Kickstarter around the same time. But instead of getting this majestic son of a bitch, we got this shit plastic 3D style that looks like the Dreamcast era shat itself all over the floor after being told not to. But back to happier times. The Kickstarter blew up, reaching its goal in a mere 2 days. Later, it smashed through a ton of stretch goals, overall finishing up with a total of $4 million. But after a month of true hype, the month was ready to begin its development. There were some concerns with the ridiculous amount of consoles the game was being made for, cause damn! But come on, this was a star team that worked on some of the original Mega Man games. What could possibly go wrong? At first, updates were frequent. Everyone was happy, giving Capcom the middle finger, and it was a great time for everybody. But eventually, this ripe fruit was finally opened, and we started to see that the inside was a little rotten. In July 2014, the Mighty Number 6.9 cartoon was announced. The announcement itself was harmless, but the game wasn't even out yet. It seemed like Inafune was really jumping the shark with this one. But Studio 4C was not done, no. In July 2015, Red Ash was announced. This was going to be similar to Mega Man Legends with its 3D adventure style. Once again, the idea was alright and harmless, especially with what happened with... But Mighty Number 2 was still not out, and this was yet another project on Kickstarter. And if that wasn't bad enough, oh no, they didn't stop there. A goddamn Red Ash animated series was announced on the same goddamn day. Once again, as a goddamned Kickstarter. At this point, it wasn't just jumping a single shark. It was trying to go over 28 robot great white sharks on fire, 16 school buses launching children, and 16,000 snipers ready to shoot it down with nuclear warheads provided by the Care Bears and Hitler Jesus 2.0. All in one pussy kindergarten hop. Nothing was out, and while Mighty Number 9 was delayed to give it some better quality control, it was still kind of annoying. But it only got worse. While the game kept getting delayed until mid-2016, even bypassing its supposed February release date for some stupid multiplayer bullshit that doesn't even fucking work, the marketing for the game finally started to come out. And holy hell, was it abysmal.
Make the bad guys cry like an anime fan on prom night.
Alright, aside from that line hitting a little too close to home, fuck you by the way, the game did not know how to sell itself. From trying to be hip and cool with all the out-of-touch silliness, yo, to what I assume is an inside joke with some asshole named Vernon, it was bad, and people knew it. It got so bad that the CEO of Inti Creates called out Deep Silver, the publishers, on the marketing itself, calling it crappy, unforgivable, terrible, and about as pleasant as a colonoscopy in the dark. Okay, maybe not all of that, but he was pretty mad. Mighty Disappointment quietly released later on June 21st, 2016. Except for the Vita and 3DS, cause fuck them, right? I believe that this body of mine went from really wanting to play it to practically losing all urges and not getting until very recently. Right now it's a thing. So what do I feel right now? Honestly, I don't know if I care anymore. It is infuriating that it's disappointing, but through the course of these last years, this mind has been desensitized to the amount of times mighty shit has fucked up. But let me check. Oh, wait. Yeah, I still kind of care. That's a shame. That's a shame. So, what's the story of my... story. Alright, let me tell you, tell me if you've heard this before, okay? Robots wreck stuff, and it's up to a blue robot made by a sort of caring man to stop them. I mean, of course it's just fucking Mega Man. It's expected. It's a Mega Man game. With bugs, shit multiplayer that I won't even talk about, overly bearing cutscenes, characters that don't know when to shut the fuck up, a forgettable soundtrack, and so much freezing that it might as well be singing Let It Go. Yeah, that shit's still relevant, right? Right? Or am I just behind the times? At first sight, it just seems like a mediocre game with pizza explosions. But this goes deeper than that. Not to say it doesn't have pizza explosions, because, I mean... Alright, let's start with the graphics. Mighty Number 9 cost $4 million to make, and it was supposedly made by a star team of developers that were with the Blue Bomber since his days on the NES. So why does it look so bad? Let's take a look at another indie game, like Dust. A game that was made with $40,000. Of course, this took a long time to come out, but it looks and plays great. Hell, I may be cheating a little since it's way forward, but Half Genie Hero looks fucking fantastic, and the budget was still less than Mighty Number 6.9's. I don't care if there was troubled development, you give me a game, I'm judging it based on what I currently have. But on the bright side, those games don't have sick Minecraft, I mean retro skin, am I right? Anyway, in terms of pure gameplay, Beck lightly jogs and shoots like his predecessor. You can pick between the bosses in any order you want, and later, you can get their powers to use it at your own leisure. So the familiar basic design is there, and it's kind of responsive. And, I mean, Call is pretty cute. I mean, I wonder how much hair gel this guy needs to keep his hair like that. I can't fucking take it anymore! Oh my god, this level design is so fucking atrocious. It's designed like crap. It's a fucking sword to look at. Sometimes you don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like, why is Solid Snake here? And why is the level so fucking boring? And the instant death spots. Ooh! What fucking pinhead dick stain looked at this and thought it was okay? Some characters refuse to just shut up. The voice acting is already weird enough with their stupid mouth breather faces, but their biggest offenders are Beck and Aviator, who of course appear most throughout the fucking game, am I right? And my favorite mechanic of them all, the dash. Similar to Mega Boy, you shoot lemons to kill, but Beck's, his gun hurts about as much as actual lemons. But don't worry, once the enemy starts having a visual seizure, you can dash into the enemy to absorb their life juices. which is supposed to do something. I don't fucking know. I swear it's just cosmetic. Because it don't do diddly dick. But you better do it unless you want to be the first person ever to have a higher play data time than the fucking credits. Now, let me ask just a very simple question. What is the problem with slamming into enemies and bosses? A, it gives you diarrhea. B, it gives you hemorrhoids. Or Z, you slam into the damn enemy. Well, guess what? It's fucking all of them. Oh, what's that? You heard me because the dash wasn't enough to get through your fucking fat ass? Well, look at that. Let me just dash again and again and again. Oh, I finally beat you. Oh, holy shit. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, I love this game. This was totally worth canceling everything. Oh, thank God. Come here, cat. I know you're there. The cat isn't even probably mine. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Fucking throat. Alright, I think I'm back. You know what? At this point, I'm pretty sure the QA team all had their eyes stabbed and they actually played Mega Man 2, while the developers snuck their solid diarrhea past the security gate. I just hope to Ramizo that Inafune doesn't actually follow through with this and make this a franchise. Just play Azure Striker Gunvolt or Cave Story instead. Which ironically, Azure Striker Gunvolt is also made by Intigrades. But whatever. Anyway, Call is still cute, the final boss sucks ass, the credits are 4 hours long, Mighty Number 9 sucks, don't play it. I also hear it destroys computers and double dips on the salsa, the fucking monster. Case closed. I'm gonna go back to playing Nier Automata.